then we go to another very predictable pick. The number 90 was running back from Indiana, Kaelon Black. This pick seemed to be I haven't seen a single positive said about this pick from anybody, really. Now, the 49ers love to draft running backs in the third round, running backs who do not stick with the team, running backs who often are not even in the league after a few years. And he does kind of fit the description. He's an older 24, so he's almost 25. And as you said in the Discord immediately when they drafted him, because the thought is you have McCaffrey, and if we want to give him, want to take a little bit of the pressure off of him and maybe get him through the season better, you may want somebody who plays a little bit more like him. Kaelon Black is not a receiving back. So this is kind of back to kind of a more single dimensional player. And this one was really hard to kind of figure out. So what did you think about this one?
It's one of those things where I said what I said, and I stand by it because we saw a lot of Indiana, and we saw he just was a zero in the passing game, and that's fine. Maybe they didn't throw him the ball, but I had people telling me that he caught the ball well in at the Senior Bowl. Look, man, I was for those of you who remember the Warriors back in the 80s, that's when those were my teams,
Yeah.
and we had a player named Larry Smith,
Uh-huh.
and
Mr.
he
Mean.
was a rebounder, Mr. Mean. Larry Smith you'd be there at warm-ups, and he would be hitting 20-footers and 18-footers all day long. Shit never happened in a game. So again, when you tell me that in practice this guy can do this thing, but there's no evidence on it on tape or in his statistical profile, I'm gonna have to lean on the fact that until he does it in with the lights on, I'm gonna go ahead with my assessment that he can't do it. That's just the way I look at it. You don't tell me about what he was doing in practice. I don't I don't care. And so it's again, it goes back to when we talk about Lynch's track record. Trey Sermon, TDP, Kalen Black. He has well, I guess he really didn't have really big shoes to fill at all. If he could just make the roster, well, I guess both of them did make the roster, but they
Yeah.
didn't really do much. So, but again, I think that he finds himself in a position where he's going to have to really hustle to make this team. I don't think that his um I don't believe that his spot is by all means guaranteed. I just and then again he was another one, kind of like Scribbling, who all the rankings say that he would have been there at the end of the fourth round, maybe even
Mhm.
into the fifth round. Of all the backs that were still there to be taken, the fact that they took him at that premium position is curious at best.